A bank executive is investigating your bank account. Because a high amount of check is deposited by my beloved child, listen closely, because this is not a regular day. Something unusual has already been set in motion behind your name. Don't skip. What I'm about to reveal will connect every strange sign you've been feeling lately. For the past 72 hours, your name has been appearing on internal banking records. A senior executive, someone who normally doesn't deal with private clients, suddenly requested access to your file. Stay till the end, because what triggered that access wasn't a random transaction, it was a check. A high amount, deposited silently, without your knowledge. Don't scroll, the handwriting on that check didn't match your signature. Yet somehow, the system accepted it. That's what caught the executive's eye. He's not after you, but after the source. There's someone out there using your name, and they just transferred a life-changing sum linked to your identity. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the person behind this transaction wasn't a stranger. It's someone who once promised to help you, someone who knew your account details personally. The moment this check cleared, 3 internal alerts went off in the bank system, and one word appeared next to your name: confidential. The executive couldn't ignore it. He checked the account trail, and saw the sender's initials match with someone from your past. Someone you trusted during your hardest times. Their signature carried emotional weight. It wasn't money they were sending, it was a message, hidden in numbers and ink. He paused, hesitated, and whispered something strange to his assistant. This account was never meant to be ordinary. At that moment, the system glitched. Your digital statement disappeared for 7 seconds, then came back with a coded note, pending divine verification. Don't skip, this is where it gets even more serious. The executive received an anonymous envelope delivered to his desk. No sender's name, just your account number written in blue ink on the front. Inside was a single line: tell them to look closer at the date. He did. And what he found changed everything. The check was dated 3 days before you even opened your current account. That's impossible under normal procedure. But there it was, verified, cleared, time-stamped. Someone has been planning this for months. Stay till the end. Because the identity of who deposited that check will shake you. The handwriting, once scanned, matched an old document the executive had stored from a past investigation, something connected to a deceased client. And yet, the same pattern appeared again, this time linked to you. He began digging deeper. Line after line, code after code, he realized your name was linked to a dormant vault, one that hadn't been touched in years. When he opened it digitally, a number sequence appeared, glowing faintly across the screen: 11 hours 11 minutes and 3 seconds. He didn't understand its meaning, but heaven did. Don't scroll. That time code represents the exact minute when your destiny shifted, when the universe decided to move funds, energy, and opportunity toward you without your awareness. That check wasn't a mistake. It was a divine transaction disguised as a human error. The executive is now tracing where the funds came from. But every time he gets close, his computer restarts. Documents vanish. Files reappear with gold-tinted encryption. He's beginning to realize, he's not just auditing a client. He's auditing fate itself. Something huge is waiting for you, but not in the way you expect. Because the system is showing one more strange anomaly, the deposit was marked, held by Ascension. That term doesn't exist in any financial manual. It's not a code, not a status, it's a signal. A celestial one. Right now, as you're hearing this, the executive has paused his report. He's sitting in silence, watching your profile picture on his monitor. He's noticed an unusual light reflection near your name. He's not sure how it got there, but he swears it flickered twice, exactly like a heartbeat. Don't skip. Because the truth is unfolding faster than anyone imagined. The check's origin has now been linked to a secure facility, one reserved for special beneficiaries. It's not a donation, it's not a gift, it's a restoration. The kind that happens when the universe decides you've suffered long enough. Stay till the end, because the next alert that executive is about to receive will mention your name again. But this time, the file won't be labeled investigation. It'll be labeled activation. And when that happens, everything that was once taken from you will return, multiplied. Don't move away now. The bank executive is about to call someone in private. His voice will sound calm, but his hands are shaking. Because he's just realized the amount transferred to your name equals the exact total of what you once prayed for. Down to the last digit. He's not questioning coincidence anymore. He's questioning purpose. He's staring at the screen, whispering your initials under his breath, wondering how you became the center of something even the financial world can't explain. And deep down, he knows, this isn't about money anymore. It's about divine timing. Don't skip. Something massive is approaching, a call, a message, a document that changes the direction of your story. Because when that executive presses send report, your account status won't say investigated. It'll say approved for release. My beloved child, stay right here and don't move away, because the story is only beginning to unfold. The bank executive didn't sleep last night. He kept replaying the digital footage of the moment your check cleared. Something about it didn't make sense, not the date, not the sequence, not even the silence that followed. Don't skip, stay till the end. The camera that captured the deposit froze exactly when the transaction occurred. And when it resumed, the person's face who deposited it was blurred, even in high definition. No software glitch could explain that. It was as if an invisible force refused to let the truth be seen too early. He leaned back, exhaled deeply, and whispered your name like a puzzle waiting to be solved. His instincts told him this wasn't fraud, it was alignment. Somewhere between logic and destiny, something had been authorized beyond the bank's control. The system had followed an order it couldn't trace. He printed your ledger, but every line began shifting on its own. The numbers glowed faintly, rearranging into a date, next Friday. The word beside it said, release. His pen dropped from his hand. He stared at the printout as if he had just witnessed technology bend to spirit. Don't move, don't scroll. This is the moment your energy began to change. The executive isn't just an employee anymore, he's a messenger. Without realizing it, he's carrying the bridge between your earthly account and the divine one that's been waiting to activate. He called his superior to report the anomaly. But before he could finish, his computer screen dimmed again. A message appeared, transfer pending, for the chosen one. His superior froze. Neither of them spoke for a full minute. Both men could feel the air in the room thicken, heavy with unseen presence. Something huge is coming your way. Because as the clock struck midnight, an automatic security alert triggered a second-level clearance. The origin of the check traced back to a dormant trust account, registered under an unknown benefactor whose file number begins with the same 3 digits as your birth date. Stay till the end. Every coincidence is being rewritten right now. The executive tried running a system override, but the software denied him access. The message blinked again, only accessible to recipient. That means you. The account is waiting for your recognition, your acknowledgement, your readiness. Don't skip, because the next event will shake everything. As dawn broke, the executive received a handwritten letter at his home. No stamp, no courier trail. Just a clean white envelope. Inside, a single card read, "The one whose name glows at 11:11 will understand." He looked at the clock, 11:11 exactly. At that precise moment, your account balance refreshed itself on his office system. The amount tripled. Yet there had been no physical transaction, no manual input. The number grew in silence, like a hidden blessing revealing its strength. He called IT support, but they found nothing unusual. System stable, they said. But the executive knew better. His pulse raced. He felt warmth around his desk, a strange calm wrapping around his anxiety. He knew he was dealing with something beyond finance, something spiritual, encoded in currency. Don't go anywhere. The check wasn't signed by an ordinary individual. When scanned under infrared, a faint symbol appeared, a small winged seal, identical to the mark found in rare charitable legacies. The same seal that appears on accounts destined for restoration. That means the money deposited wasn't random. It was intended. It was planted under divine instruction, waiting for the exact alignment of time, date, and emotional readiness. The system's hesitation wasn't suspicion, it was protection. The hold wasn't a freeze, it was preservation until you were ready to receive. Stay till the end, because what's about to happen next is the turning point. The executive has just received a confidential call from an international branch. The voice on the line sounded old, wise, and calm, almost not human. It said, "The signature belongs to the one who promised to repay every tear." The executive froze again. He checked the sender's name, but it was blank. Only the words, "Legacy of Light," appeared. The sum, when recalculated, perfectly matched the total of your missed opportunities, multiplied sevenfold. Every delay, every rejection, every closed door, turned into numbers now working in your favor. Don't skip. Something inside the executive shifted. He no longer cared about protocol or clearance. He opened a private note on his terminal, typed your name, and next to it, one word, protected. The system accepted it instantly, no verification needed. He didn't realize that by doing so, he had authorized the final phase, restoration active. The digital vault connected to your account started unlocking in sequences, not all at once, but heartbeat by heartbeat. Each unlock sound matched a rhythm, the rhythm of faith, consistency, and divine timing. Stay right here. Because your name is now echoing inside the system like a prayer turned into code. The bank doesn't know it yet, but they're processing a miracle disguised as an investigation. You're not under review, you're under release. The amount that was deposited wasn't meant to confuse you. It was meant to awaken you. To remind you that unseen forces have already written your name on documents you've never touched, in rooms you've never entered, through people you've never met. Don't look away. The executive is about to close the file, but the computer screen will flicker again. This time, not with words, but with light. A faint golden hue will wash over your name, and the words beneath it will shift once more, verified by grace. He won't understand how it happened. He'll stare at it, whisper, "This can't be man-made," and realize he's part of something bigger than finance, bigger than logic. The check wasn't deposited by someone, it was deposited for someone, you. Don't skip now, because the next scene that unfolds will be the most powerful one yet. The executive will receive one last encrypted notification: prepare for visitation. He won't know what it means, but somewhere deep down, you will. Because that visit will bring the full revelation. The investigation isn't ending. It's evolving. And the next moment will decide who finally steps forward to claim what was divinely reserved under your name. My beloved child, stay right here, because what's about to unfold will make your heart race faster than ever. Don't skip. The moment the executive received that encrypted message, something in the air around him shifted. His office lights flickered twice, and the computer automatically locked itself, showing your name across the screen in silver letters. He leaned closer. The monitor displayed a new notification: visitation in progress. For a second, he thought it was a system test. But then, the temperature in the room dropped slightly, and his phone buzzed with an unknown number calling. The caller ID simply read, "Private, confidential benefactor. Stay till the end." He answered the call with a trembling hand, expecting a human voice. But what he heard instead was a calm, almost divine whisper saying, "Don't be afraid. The check was meant to restore what was lost. This account belongs to the one who has endured in silence." That moment froze him completely. He knew the voice wasn't human. It carried warmth and weight that no machine could replicate. He asked, "Who is this?" But the line went silent. And then, a soft tone echoed in the background, the same frequency the bank uses for vault activations. That's when he realized, the call itself was a signal. The benefactor wasn't speaking, they were initiating. "Don't move." The screen changed again, and beside your name appeared a small golden circle slowly rotating. It read, "Transfer under observation." No one in the bank had seen this status before. The executive's instincts told him to back away, but something in his heart told him to stay. So he did. He whispered your name again, and the lights stopped flickering. Peace settled over the room. He knew something greater was happening, something that defied logic yet felt perfectly aligned. The check was no longer just a document, it was an instrument of restoration. Stay till the end. The bank's surveillance system began replaying footage from earlier that week. The mysterious person who deposited the check was visible now, only from behind. They wore a long coat, gloves, and a faint silver bracelet. The same bracelet you remember seeing years ago on someone you once trusted deeply. Don't skip this part. When the executive zoomed in, he saw the bracelet had an engraving, your initials, intertwined with another letter. The screen glitched, froze for 2 seconds, then displayed one final frame, a glimpse of the person's hand placing the check on the counter. A familiar hand. Calm, deliberate, with the same rhythm of someone who once promised to return what was rightfully yours. The executive stood up. His pulse was pounding. "This isn't an investigation anymore," he murmured. "It's redemption." He walked out of his office, carrying your file against his chest, as if it were sacred. Every step echoed like a heartbeat in the hallway. Don't scroll. Outside, the evening sky was turning orange and gold, the exact colors that appear when something divine is being confirmed. He stopped near the window, staring at the reflection of your name glowing faintly on his tablet screen. He whispered, "They have no idea what they're carrying." Suddenly, a new alert appeared on his tablet: transaction reversal not allowed. That's when he realized, no one could touch this money anymore. No higher authority, no internal audit, no external force could block it. The transfer had been sanctified. Stay right here. The next scene unfolded like a movie. The executive's manager called him into a private meeting. 3 other senior officials sat around a glass table, all holding your file. They looked confused, almost nervous. One of them said, "This name, it's showing priority status across multiple departments. Who approved this?" The executive replied softly, "No one. It approved itself." Silence fell across the room. The manager leaned forward and said, "Do you understand what that means? This system doesn't self-approve anything. It responds only to authorization codes." And the executive replied, "Then maybe the authorization came from above. Don't skip." Because at that exact moment, every screen in that boardroom blinked, not once, but twice. The word "confirmed" appeared in bold silver letters, followed by the same phrase, "Hold for release, beneficiary in alignment." None of them spoke again. They all just stared at each other, realizing they were witnessing something supernatural happening through technology. Stay till the end. The executive quietly left the room, his hands trembling. He walked straight to the elevator, pressed the button, and whispered under his breath, "They're ready." As the elevator doors closed, a soft tone chimed, the same tone that plays when a high-level clearance is approved. He knew then that your account was no longer just being monitored, it was being prepared. Prepared for something monumental. The check was merely the doorway. The real gift was still on the way. Something beyond numbers, beyond money, something that would shift your entire life's direction. Don't scroll now. As he reached his car, his phone buzzed again. A new message popped up from an untraceable number. It said, "Phase 2, retrieval in motion. Beneficiary identity verified." Attached to the message was a digital image of your face, captured from your bank ID, glowing faintly at the edges. He gasped. "They're tracking divine timing," he whispered. "They're waiting for the exact moment to release it." He didn't know how, but he could feel it. The energy around your name had changed. What once looked like coincidence was now convergence. Every signal, every transaction, every timestamp was pointing toward you. Stay till the end. Because what happens next is not an ending, it's the awakening. The funds that were deposited were never meant to remain trapped. They were meant to align with you, to find you, to anchor themselves where they belong. The investigation wasn't to accuse you, it was to confirm you. The executive sat in his car, staring at the message. His hands shook as he whispered, "It's all coming together." He looked up through his windshield, and for a brief moment, he saw light reflecting off the building, forming a shape that resembled a key. "Don't move away." That key wasn't a coincidence. It was a sign, the symbol of access. The same access that is about to open a chapter you never expected. Because when the clock strikes that coded hour again, the hour tied to your birth digits, your name will activate across the system. Every pending amount, every frozen fund, every delayed approval connected to your energy will unlock. One after another. And the bank executive will finally understand, he wasn't assigned this case by chance. He was chosen to witness your divine confirmation. So, stay. Because the moment of revelation hasn't passed yet, it's still building. And soon, everything hidden behind that check, every mystery, every name, every coded transfer, will be exposed in light so bright it will erase every trace of doubt ever placed upon you. This is not just investigation anymore, my beloved child. This is restoration unfolding, silently, precisely, perfectly. My beloved child, don't move now, because what's about to be revealed will shift everything. The executive is sitting in his car, heart pounding, eyes locked on the message glowing across his phone screen. The words, "beneficiary identity verified," are still pulsing in silver. He knows this isn't the end of the investigation. It's the beginning of something far greater. Don't skip, stay till the end. The engine is off, but his heart is racing like he's driving through a storm of revelation. He can't shake the feeling that the person behind this transfer is closer to you than anyone suspects. He opens your file one more time, and suddenly, a new tab appears automatically, personal connection, initiator recognized. The system asks him to confirm his credentials before viewing. He hesitates. He's never seen this kind of encryption before. Every time he enters his password, the system replies, "Access denied." Only the recipient may view. That's when it hits him. This information was never meant for him to understand. It was meant for you. Don't move. He closes his eyes, takes a breath, and whispers to himself, "Then let it happen." The system immediately unlocks a new window. The screen flashes white, and a name begins to fade into view, but not fully. Only the first two letters appear, the rest hidden behind golden mist. The initials match someone you once knew, someone who vanished without goodbye. Stay till the end. The executive's body shivers as he realizes he's no longer in control of this case. It's as if the system itself is guiding him, step by step, toward a truth that refuses to remain hidden. His phone vibrates again. This time, it's an email from an untraceable address. The subject line reads, "Final validation, under witness." He opens it. There's no message inside, just a location pin and a timestamp, tonight, 11:03 p.m. The coordinates lead directly to the bank's private archives, a room sealed to everyone except top-level clearance. He knows he shouldn't go there, but something deep within tells him he must. Don't skip. He drives back to the building under the faint glow of streetlights. The city is quiet, almost like it's holding its breath for what's coming. When he enters the building, motion sensors trigger softly, lighting the hallway in a cold, golden hue. He follows the coordinates, each step echoing louder than the last. He swipes his access card. The archive door opens slowly, releasing a soft gust of air that smells faintly of old paper and electricity. Inside, hundreds of files rest untouched. But in the center of the room, a single folder glows under a beam of light. Your name is embossed on it. Stay right here. He picks it up, opens it carefully, and sees something that freezes his breath, a printed copy of your check, but this time, there's a handwritten note attached. It reads, "Return this to its rightful owner when the time is right." The signature underneath is the same as the one from your mysterious check. He knows now who did it. The benefactor isn't just someone connected to you, they're someone who once made a sacred promise. A promise to protect you, to restore what was taken, to send help when you'd least expect it. The check wasn't charity. It was destiny remembering its debt. Don't scroll. As he stands there, the room temperature drops again. The lights flicker once more, and the computer in the corner powers on automatically. The monitor displays a digital document titled "Restoration Sequence, Active." Your name appears again, glowing brighter this time, surrounded by the word "Approved." He tries to print it, but the machine won't respond. Instead, the screen displays a new message: "Release must be witnessed in person." He looks around the room, his heart pounding. "Who's supposed to witness it?" he whispers. And then, from behind him, a voice answers softly, "You're not alone. Stay till the end." The executive spins around, but no one's there. The voice lingers, calm, powerful, reassuring. It says again, "Don't be afraid. This was meant to find them. You were chosen only to deliver it." He realizes the meaning now. He's not just investigating, he's delivering divine proof of restoration.